Hello guys, welcome back. Another trading video. I'm gonna be live trading again on the depth market. The one I'm using is Jigsaw, and you guys have that in the description, the link. So let's see if we can explain something. I'm gonna live trade. You're gonna see my motions. You're gonna see my thought process. You're gonna see why I'm exiting and entering the trades. So yeah, let's begin. Nothing else to be said. We're trading. The time is around. Let me check. It's 6 o'clock, 10 to 6. And we can see the market moved up nicely. There was a nice trend to the upside. And now it got broken. And the 50 MA on the 1 minute time frame, the candles have broken it. So we might see some movement down to the downside again. On the depth market, the volume profile, we can see some contracts traded here. Some here, and here to the downside. We are in the value area high, and when we are in the value area high, it's usually consistent with them dropping down to come back to the point of control or to the value area, because this is the value area high for this session or for this day. So today, on this session, this asset is deemed as expensive. So when it's expensive, when it's high, of course we sell. When it's low, we buy. So now would be a good time to sell because it's very high. It's very expensive for today. But let's see if we can see some sellers that will come in to tell us a story that will make me believe, okay, it's time to sell. We can see 3 candles closing very strongly here, or this third one will close very soon. So we can see, we'll see if it will hold. I can see some selling here. I can see 288 right here on the sell side, and we can see that quick drop down. That's very nice for the shorts. We can see some 3-digit sells here as well: 163, 161, 153, 102. So that's a nice amount of selling. I can see here there was a 170 something here on the offer, 170 on the offer. I can mark it off. And here is a nice break order. You can see how they're selling, but the bids are refreshing, so it's not dropping because the bids are buying all those sell contracts. And we can see another bid, but it got pulled, which is not a good thing, which means they don't want to buy there, which could send price lower. 114 on the buy side. This will be just quick scalps. I don't want to hold trades for a long time. The only thing I can do is just trade towards that 170. And since we had that refreshing of the bids down here at lows, and this 197 was absorbed by the buyers, I'm gonna assume that we're gonna go up. Simple. So let's see if we can do that. I need to see some buying here. I need to see here 3-digit buys, and I need to see that quick move up to suggest moving to the upside. And if not, I'm gonna get out. And we can see it coming away from my entry to the downside, so I'm in a loss. Let's see if we can get out from this loss. We can see again bids coming in, refreshing as it's selling, which is good, which means the sellers are being absorbed. But I can also see not that many buys, which is not a good thing. You can see 173, 171. That's a lot of selling, you know. But then we can see that quick push up again. Let's see if these sells will come in again at that point. We see how the bids come in again, refreshing. Sellers are trying to sell, but they can't really drop down. Then you see 210 on the buy side as well. And what here we can see is just them rejecting the 50 MA and dropping down. So we might actually need to get out from this trade. We might be wrong, unless I see that fast move up. There's a move, nice. Can we trade towards that 172? So we have effectively trapped these sellers here. You can see these sellers, how they repeatedly sold into that zone, but they couldn't really drop it down. So they were trapped there. And now when we go up, they're gonna unwind those sells, and those sells will have to buy those contracts back, which is gonna send price higher, which is gonna, of course, make us profit. But we can see 123 on the sell side. I can see 120 right there on the buy side as well. But what we don't want to see is we don't want to see them struggling to break this zone, to break this volume profile. And if we see them trading here more than up here, and we can see still those sellers coming in, that's gonna probably, then it will break it to the downside, because there won't be any interest from the buyers up here to mark it up, and there will be a lot of pressure from the sellers to mark it down. But what we can see is price pushing up again very quickly, nice. But for what we need to see is more buys here. I can't really deal with 36 buys. I need to see more buying. I need to see 3-digit buys. Like you see, 6, 8, 9, 12, 21. That's not a lot of buys. I need to see more buying here to suggest to me, to tell me that, yeah, okay, we're gonna go up from here. We can see bids. Did you see those bids? How the bids are coming in here? You see, refreshing bids. That's good. 133 on the buy side as well. 200 on the bids, matched with the sell. You see how they picked up that 222 sell, and then it moved up. That's very bullish. But we can also see no buying as well. You can see 5, 2, 4, 14. That's not a lot of buying. So there's that tug of war, you know. They're just going up, going down, trying to find value. And we can see them drop down now. Let's see. I probably should have gotten out here, because I didn't really see that move up. I didn't really see what I wanted to see. This is the final test. If it doesn't go up from here now, I'm probably gonna get out. Come on, push up, come on. Hold. Yeah, I'm out. If I get filled. So I lose a bit less. Come on, get me filled. But I also saw that, you see that 107 how it got picked up. So it kind of gives me the clue that there are still those supporters here. There is still some support in this zone. Unless they break this zone down. Unless they break it down. We can see we are in a very tight range. We are in a very tight range. Now it's moving up again, okay. $31. Still some selling, bids coming in, refreshing. I can see 83 right here on the bid side trying to protect. It comes down again. I can't really see any buyers. Yeah, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out. I mean, no reason for me to stay in the trade. No reason for me to just hold and pray that maybe some buy will come in. If it's not coming in, I don't like to stay in the trade for long. If I don't see what I like, I'm gonna get out. And when it goes up, I can't really see that follow through to the upside, and I'm just gonna get out. I mean, look at the range that I'm trading. You see how small the range is? They just go up, down, up, down. I don't like that. Opa. That's a big spike up. Well, that's unlucky. Well, that's unlucky. Probably just Trump said something. Yeah, I mean, no reason for me to trade this. This is a nice example of when not to trade, and these are the times where I don't really like to trade. So we're gonna stay away from this right for now. We're gonna wait for 2-3 minutes for it to settle down first. It's very unlucky. I literally got out as soon as it jumped up very quickly, you know. But it is what it is, you know. You can't really do anything about it. Still going up. This is a very fast moving market. I can't really trade this. I don't want to have exposure in the charts when it's moving like this. You need to have a certain set of rules that you need to follow in order to be profitable and in order to be, you know, consistent. And you need to have the discipline of knowing when your strategy works and when it doesn't. And right now, I don't really feel comfortable trading this, so of course I'm not gonna trade. And there has been many instances where I would just feel the FOMO of just let me go long here, let me go long. It's gonna be so easy to make, you know, a couple $100. But that's not the right way to think. It's not the right way to think. You need to be disciplined and consistent with it. You know, that's the most important thing. That is the thing that makes me profitable. Just having the rules, knowing the rules, and knowing when to apply those rules. And right now those rules are being applied, which means I don't trade these times. Okay guys, welcome back. Let's see. So we have seen that fast move up. It was probably some news, and now we have seen the market stabilize a bit, and we're very close to the highs. And what we can do now is we can momentum trade, and which means we can go long as it's going up, or we can go long when that fast push up happens, which usually happens when they break the highs, or there is a very large influx of orders coming in, and they just push price up very quickly. So let's see. But we can see it goes up, down, up, probably down. So we can see a huge imbalance here. You can see how very little contracts were traded here, which is of course not good. The market doesn't like that, and they'd like to come back into the zones. Let's see what happens next. We can see some selling, but we can see also bids coming in. We can place a very quick long on that premise that we will see that very fast push up, but I can also see 245 on the sell side as well. Come on, I need to see the very fast push up. We'll probably get out because I can't really see any buys. Can we enter on a short? I can see some sellers coming in. Good. There's a move down. Very nice. We are $200 in profit. Nice. Can we see another move down? Then it goes up again. That quick push down is very good, but I can also see 247 on the buy side as well, which is a lot of buying, which could in turn push price up unless they break the zone. But what I need to see is that again, that very quick push down. Can I see that quick push down? There it is. Good. But then it quick comes back up again. Then we can see buys coming in, but we can also see offers being stacked as well. Another push down, so we can see we can get the feel for the market, how they come into the zone and how they quickly reject that zone and come down. So we're getting the feel for the market, but then it pushes up. Then they just push up. Let's see. Let's wait. We need to wait and see. There it is. That's another drop down. That's another drop down. So this is a very high resistance area where they like to sweep those highs. So they sweep the highs, drop as many people as they can, and then they quickly drop it down. So are we gonna see the drop? There it is. There's the drop. We're gonna probably take one more short on the premise that they will drop one more time. I'll probably exit 2 contracts here if we can get it. Come on. Okay, we'll exit now. We will leave 1 contract open. That's a lot of buying. Oh, I need to get out. Good. Okay, so that was a good trade. We had a good reason to get in a short there, and we got out because we saw that 500 buys. That was a lot of buying. Like 500 buys is fairly large amount compared to the other orders. So I quickly got out. Okay, let's see if we can make another trade or if we can exploit one more trade. So that last trade was very good. It's a very nice short. We had a very good reason. So let's see. We can see 127, 130 right here on the sell side. Then it drops down. Still 130 is right there. We're touching that 13 EMA. I think I'm gonna go long here and to trade towards that big offer right there, which is gonna act as a magnet because that's a lot of contracts. And I can also see them holding above this 13 EMA and not we are touching it. And logic says we're gonna push up now. So let's see. So, but my target won't be that much high up. I would aim for these lows right here for maybe $100 profits. but let's see. Can I see some buying here? No, it drops down. Can they hold? Let's see. I'm gonna need to let them drop below here maybe. It pushes up nicely, very nice. I can see 65, that's a nice bid. Then it pushes up, 57 on the buy side. Pull it over is good, there's the move up. I'm probably gonna take it now. I'm gonna take the profit. So the reason I'm taking the profits that quickly and not really letting it go up is because it's a very fast-paced market right now, and I don't wanna expose myself to those wild price swings up and down, which we saw happened at the start of the video when this move happened. You know, I don't wanna get caught in those moves, so I'm just gonna quickly take the profits. Even though they go to that point where I would, you know, profit maybe a little bit more, I don't really care. You know, that's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is just those quick moves up and down. And if I can catch that fast momentum move up, I'm gonna happily hold it, of course, but let's see what happens next. So we are at the highs now, as we can see. We can see pulling from the offers here. That's nice. Very close to the highs. What they usually like to do at the highs is touch the highs, as we can see that they aggressively pull down. So we could go for a quick short here, but that's a fast momentum move. That's a fast move up. No reason for me to. That's a lot of sells. Let's quickly sell if we can catch a short. Ah, we missed it. That's a lot of selling. 235 or 835 on the sell side. That's like almost 1,000 contracts, sell contracts on the S&P. That's a lot. So that's a good reason to go short from. So they're gonna of course come to that big sell again to see the reaction for the sellers. If we can push it down again. Let's see if they can sell from here again. You see how it's stuck, how the price is stuck at that 835 sell. How they can't really push up. See how the price is stuck, how they just trade. That aggressive move to the downside again. Very interesting. See, drops down again. $68, $75, $125 on the sell side goes up. Selling. Can we actually catch a momentum move? If they break this zone, it's probably gonna move lower. I'm just gonna catch a quick short if I can. If not, it's gonna move up. Will it drop down? Come on. Come on, don't push up now. Come on. Go down. No, I don't like this move. I don't like this move. I can still see that 121 on the offer side. I've missed it. I mean, I'm going short as it's moving up. I can short from the top side to move my entry closer to the price, which means I'm gonna get in profit sooner to trade maybe towards this 835 sell again to maybe go break even. But I'm only gonna do that if I can see a big sell right here. If not, I'm just gonna get out. No reason to hold the trade. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out. I mean, take a loss, move on. Next trade, you know. Was that a good short? No, not really. Maybe I needed to wait for a bit more confluences. Now I can see some selling again. It's very hard time to trade right now. But they're holding so well. Then it moves up. I kinda missed the long. It's okay. Moving now. I don't really like to trade these moves up. It just goes up. I don't really like to trade those on the DOM. I like those range trades, you know, where it's kind of stuck in a range. Not this range, but, you know, these kind of trades. Where it floats, you know. You can see here how it floats around. This is a nice example, you know. But these moves where it just goes up or down, I don't really like those. It's very hard to exploit on the DOM. For me. Now we come back to that 835 sell, of course. We can see some selling, picking up steam. So what they did now, probably did just come back to this sell to maybe trap some more sellers, because people will sell from the zone. So they come down to that zone, people will sell, they will trap them, and then they will push up again. So that's what they are doing right now. That's a nice close to the upside. Let's see if we can go long. So I have this fair value gap up here on the 50-minute time frame that I can trade towards. So let's see if it works. I'm gonna have a bit of a larger stop down here below this 835 sell. Let's see if we can move up. 246 on the buy side, 125. So there's some buying here, that's good. There's still interest to mark it up. We see a move down. It's okay, it's not that big of a move down. It's okay. 106 on the buys, pulling from the offers. Can we see the push up? Come on. 152, but then the offers come in as well. Selling it to the buyers. Then we see aggressive move down. But then aggressive move up as well. That's very good. That's very good. So there is still some people in the zone. But I don't like when it moves up and then it just goes in a line. You see how it's creating a line. It's going nowhere. So I really need to see this candle push up. And it really needs to break this high. They really need to break this high now. I need to see some commitment coming in right now. Some 3-digit buys. You see them pulling from the offers, which is a good sign. I can see also some bids coming in, 71 on the bid side. More buys here. If I can see more buys, that's gonna be awesome. There we go, there's the push up, come on. Can I see another move up? Come on, push. I can see on the 50-minute time frame, three quick or three very strong closes, which is really good. 100 on the buy side, 129. You see how it comes down, but then quickly pushes up. That's a sign of strength. And then you see that 161 on the sell side, but then the bids come in as well. So they're buying from the sellers. Then you see 213 on the buy side, then it pushes up. That's a very nice play. There we go. There's the break. This is how the break of the highs looks like. So I'm just gonna probably take one trade, or I'm gonna take one take profit, or I'm gonna take one contract off. Sorry. The other one is probably gonna be a break even, or if it runs up, it's gonna be good, of course. I can see some buying, but I can also see some offers coming in here as well. They probably will come back to this zone where they broke up from, unless they move up again. Nice. I'm tempted to take a trade now, or to take profits. There's the move down. That's a very aggressive move down. I'm just gonna. That's a very aggressive move down. Film in. Okay, good. So that's exactly the reason why I don't really like to trade these times. You see how quickly they came back down again. Now they probably will go up again, but who knows when. And I don't want to get caught up in those moves where I'm long from the tops and then it just drops down. And then it comes back to my entry to drop down. It comes back to my entry to drop down. Then it just, wicks me up and down. I don't really like to trade those times or those moves. So, I mean, of course, so that's my rule as well. Just pay yourself. And if I didn't pay myself there, I would have been in a loss now. And because I paid myself, I got out. I let one contract in and we saw that quick move down. I was looking for a reason to get out, and that was my reason to get out. And I placed my exit and it got hit and I got out. you know, which is very good. So yeah, I mean, guys, you know, you see me trade time and time again. You see me doing the same exact things over and over again. You know how what I look out for, where I'm going long, where I'm going short. You can see me in real time applying my rules. You know, I see a quick move up, and I say to myself, okay, call, we can't trade this, and I don't trade, and I'm disciplined with my rules, and I follow them. And I said to you guys, okay, guys, I'll come back when the, you know, dust sets a little, and you know, I saw that move up, so you know, let me exploit that, and we exploited, and we won. You know, we came back from that loss. We very quickly accepted the loss and we moved on. And because we can move on from the loss, we can focus on new entries. That's what I'm always saying. Forget about the loss, focus on the new entries, and you will win. That will change your trading. That, and as I said in my video on my top 3 rules, the most important rule is just believing in your strategy, believing in your strategy and in yourself, and believing that you can execute the trades with precision. You know, you have to believe in yourself. You know, the market is already against you. You don't have to be against yourself as well. You know. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something. Of course, tomorrow is gonna be another video. I will put some shorts as well, so you guys, I would appreciate if you guys watch some short as well. But the shorts are usually just the cuts from the videos I made here, you know, from the lives. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.